All right, let's talk about your final project here in physical geography. The single most important grade in this class is your final project. It's composed of three parts: your proposal, your data check, and then the final project itself. Throughout the semester, you will be spending time researching, gathering data, and then developing and creating a project all yourself. The goal of this project is to answer a question or address a topic related to the hydrosphere, the first module that we covered in this class. The topic that relates to the hydrosphere should be geographic in nature. A geographic issue or question or problem has a scale. How big is it? How much area does it affect? Is it one person? Is it a lot of people? Is it a nation, or is it a global issue? Okay? It has a purpose and possibly a time period. Does it happen in time A and time B? Does it change over time A and time B? It could happen in a distinct interval, like a movement of a river or spawning of fish in a river, or it could be a year-long cycles of the rising and lowering of a river based on rainfall time period in an area. Basically relates to the world around us spatially and temporally. Okay, it's not something that addresses a biologic issue like how water affects the human body, or a chemical issue like what is the pH of all the bottled waters that are available. That has to do with biology and chemistry, not really geographic issue. Okay, a geographic issue or problem shows you where things are, what a group of people thinks about a geospatial topic, what's nearby, how much of something is nearby or farther away, and how much things have changed or stayed the same over time in a given area. You must use the scientific method in this project. It means you formulate a well thought out question and then go out and gather information related to that question or topic that helps you to reach a conclusion based on the data you've gathered concerning the topic or the research question. Okay? The key is to gather scientifically robust data that somebody else has gathered following the scientific method, or that you go out and gather yourself following the scientific method. You'll present your findings in a final project in a format that is up to you, and it will be to hopefully teach me a little bit of something about a topic that you are interested in. Now, I can't stress this enough. This is not a presentation. This is just a project that you are delivering to me to grade. I know project and presentation both start with a P, but it is just a project. You will not be asked nor required to stand up in front of the class and present this. Cool? All right. Now, if we look at the sections to include in your project, you'll see that they're the same sections in your project proposal. You have a topic, the background and an introduction, data, and results, and conclusions, and finally a reference section. To begin, you're going to take your project proposal and use it as a framework and expand it out. Now, this doesn't mean take your project proposal word for word and then just add a little bit more to it. For every sentence or paragraph or point that you have created in your project proposal, you should expand that out fivefold or tenfold to create your final project. Right? Your topic is a question that is going to guide this project. It's a well-formulated question or topic that is specific. It has a geographic area. It's a question like, where is something? How much of something? Or how has something changed in an area over time that relates to the hydrosphere? Okay? So you'll take this topic and expand it out and talk a little bit about why this topic is geographic and how it relates to the hydrosphere. Okay? Make your case of why this is a valid research project that follows along the guidelines that I presented to you in the project proposal. Okay? Your next section that I'm going to be able to identify in this project of yours is the background or the introduction section. Basically, it's very similar to your project proposal, but it's going to expand it out. Here is where you include the other spheres, right? You can't have water without land nearby, without air around it somehow, without some sort of biological activity, even in the Edwards Aquifer, right? Tens of feet, tens of hundreds of feet below the surface, there are catfish and spiders and shrimp and all sorts of things. So in the background and introduction, I want you to frame where this problem or question or topic is, and then also talk a little bit about its geographic setting and include a little bit about all the other three spheres. Okay? Your data section is going to include all of the information and supporting data about your research topic or question. And I also want to know about how you got that information. Don't just tell me what website you went to. Tell me the website that you went to, the pages you went to, how you got there, what did you click on, so that the data gathering can be repeated by another researcher that follows after you. Okay, this is critical because this is the difference between somebody just saying they went and did something without any proof versus you that provide step-by-step instructions to acquire the information that you were able to find so that it is repeatable by another researcher. That's how one research builds upon another research, and we build a tower of knowledge for any given topic. Okay? Then in this data section, show me your data, formulate it, put it in charts and tables and graphs and maps, pictures. If you interview people, this is where your testimonies will go, quotes, right? So that all goes in the data section. Your results section is the area that you talk about how you analyzed the data and what the results of your analysis were. Okay? Did you do any statistical conglomeration? Did you bring some data sets together? Point out some similarities or anomalies. You can analyze the data yourself, cognitively, with your brain and your eyes and looking at it and putting the numbers down if it's a quantitative or how people thought and feel, and collect a group of opinions together and talk about those interviews that you gave or those quotes that you got from the people and put it here. Okay, so the results of your data in charts, graphs, maps can be placed here. The fifth section is going to be a conclusion section. This is something you didn't have in your project proposal. Here, you're going to take your results and tie them back to your topic. Does the data, or answer these questions for yourself in your paper. Is the data relevant to your topic? Is the analysis that you did to the data or looking at the data and the results of the data answer or address your question or your research topic? Does it support and affirm your thought or idea about something to do with the hydrosphere, or does it contradict or come to a different conclusion than you originally expected or thought in your introduction? It's okay. There's no such thing as right or wrong. There's data that supports your topic or subject, and then there's data that contradicts it. All right? Cool? There's no right or wrong here. So after that, after you come to a conclusion and come full circle with your research project, make sure you include a references section. This is giving credit where credit is due. If you got numbers from SAWS, or you talked to somebody about something, or read some information in a journal, or went to a website and got some statistics or some opinions or some data and compiled that together and presented this, you must give those people or that person or that entity credit. And that goes in your references section. Okay? Please use proper citation. You can pick any one, but use it consistently throughout all of your references. You can use APA, MLA, Chicago. I'm not picky, but use one and stick to that format. If you have a problem with not knowing how to format a data source, Google is your friend. If you go to Google and type in MLA format journal article, it'll give you the MLA formatting and style guide. And there are multiple examples on how to cite a journal in an online database, how to cite a journal, or how to cite a book, how to cite an interview, right? So MLA format journal article, or maybe journal article. Right? There we go. If you do it the other way around, journal article, and then whatever format you want, it gives you an example right here. You can also go to Google Scholar, find somebody's article, scroll to the end to their references section, and just mimic their format. Don't reinvent the wheel. It's already all out there. Cool? All right, let's get back to this. All right, so you must have a minimum of 5 data or information sources. Okay? Minimum of 5. The more, the better. This shows me that you went out and did thorough research on your topic. They also need to be reputable sources. Okay? I don't want mommyblogspot.com or save all the turtles in my backyard.org. While those places endeavor to do great things, I would like for you to stick to peer-reviewed scientific research on your topic. Cool? Now, the nitty-gritty of your project. The number one question, how long does my paper have to be? What do I have to have in it? Well, here you go. You can do this project in any format you want. You can do a paper. You can do a PowerPoint presentation. You can use PowerPoint. You can use Prezi. You can do a poster that you put up on a wall. You can make a video. You can make a commercial. You can make a video game. You could develop an app. You could shoot an infomercial. You could do a fake news report. You could do. You could develop a website. The sky's the limit as long as you approve it with me first. If it's not one of these conventional research paper, PowerPoint, poster, or 3-dimensional model that I have listed here. So if you're writing a research paper, you should have at least at the minimum 1,500 words. Okay, that doesn't include your cover paper or the references section or any appendices. All right, and if you hit exactly 1,500 words, that should be the most well-written, highest quality paper I've ever seen to get credit. Okay, I encourage you to write more than that. Shoot for something a little bit higher, and that'll give you a little bit of leeway in case one of the sections just doesn't flow right, or you make a little mistake here and there. The larger the buffer of words, the better you will be in the end when it comes to in having both quality and content. Okay? And a research paper should also have some charts and graphs, maybe a map, some data sets, some information about your research topic, not just words, right?